I never thought turning 30 would feel like stepping into a trap set by my own blood. The rain hammered against the windows of that cozy Portland cafe I'd rented for my birthday dinner, each drop a reminder of the tears I was holding back. The exposed brick walls and warm Edison bulbs should have felt inviting, but they only amplified the chill crawling up my spine. Across the table, my mother, Margaret, sat with her silver-streaked hair impeccably styled, her back ramrod straight in the cushioned chair. More wine. "Mom?" I asked, my voice steadier than I felt. "Just half." "Emily," she replied, her smile tight, eyes scanning me like I was a flawed asset in her portfolio rather than her daughter. My father, Thomas, barely looked up from his phone, thumbs flying over what I knew were market updates, his silence a wall he'd built years ago. Michael, my brother, caught my gaze and lifted his glass. "Happy birthday, sis," he said. The cheer forced, brittle. His wife, Sarah, fidgeted beside him, filling the air with small talk about Noah's preschool antics, my job at the marketing firm, the endless Oregon drizzle, anything to dodge the undercurrents pulling us all under. I'd mastered the art of pretending over the years, that polite smile masking the knots in my gut. We weren't a family celebrating, we were actors in a tired play. And tonight, with Noah safe at my best friend Jessica's place, I felt stripped bare, vulnerable without his little hand in mine. "The salmon's great," Sarah chimed in, eyeing my untouched plate. I nodded, forcing a bite that tasted like ash. Margaret glanced at her watch, then at Michael, a silent signal passing between them like a poison dart. The waiter brought the cake, a single candle flickering on chocolate layers, reducing 3 decades to one fragile flame. "Make a wish," Sarah urged, her brightness cracking. I closed my eyes, not wishing, just bracing. When I opened them, Margaret leaned toward Michael, her whisper slicing through the hum, "While everyone's here, go change her locks." The words hung there, smoke from the candle curling around them. Change my locks? My home? Michael's hesitation was a gut punch, his eyes flicking to me before dropping away. Sarah's confusion rippled across her face, but no one spoke. I gripped the knife, slicing the cake into neat portions, my mind screaming while my hands stayed steady. The apartment, our sanctuary. Walls alive with Noah's crayon dragons. Fridge dotted with his finger-painted masterpieces held by truck magnets we'd chosen together. His stuffed lion waiting on the bed. And now, my own mother ordering my brother to invade it. I passed plates around, smile glued on, as if her command hadn't just shattered something irreparable. "Aren't you eating?" Sarah prodded. "In a minute," I murmured, watching Michael rise, muttering about a call, slipping into the rain. The next hour dragged. A suffocating performance, laughing at Dad's golf quip, dodging Mom's jabs about my career stall, showing Sarah photos of Noah's school play, all while my pulse thundered. Imagining Michael twisting keys in my door. When he returned, soaked and pale, avoiding my eyes, the air thickened. Sarah touched his arm, "Everything okay?" But his trembling hands on the water glass said no. The warmth of the cafe turned claustrophobic, pressing in like judgment. Something had gone wrong. And in that silence, the real threat revealed itself, not from outsiders, but from the people sharing my cake. The dinner dissolved into excuses, Dad's early meeting, Mom's cool peck on my cheek. Michael herded out by Sarah without a glance back. Alone in my Honda, rain pounding the roof, the parking lot empty under jaundiced streetlights. My phone buzzed, unknown number. The third in minutes. I answered, heart in my throat. "Miss Hayes? This is Detective Mark Harris, Portland PD. We need you at your apartment immediately." The words iced my veins. What's happened? An incident. Can you come now? I sped through slick streets. Wipers slashing futilely. Mind spiraling. Noah's toys. Our photos. The life we'd scraped together after my divorce. Flashing lights greeted me 3 blocks out, blue and red strobing across my building like a nightmare. I parked crooked. Keys forgotten. Bolting toward the yellow tape. An officer blocked me. I live here, 3B. Emily Hayes. He nodded. Lifting the barrier. Detective Harris waited. Mid-30s. Cropped hair. Weary eyes holding a notebook. We got a call about a break-in. Door forced, crowbar marks. Was anything taken? My voice cracked. Nothing obvious, he said. Flipping pages. No valuables disturbed. Then I saw Michael in the foyer, talking to another cop. His face collapsing at my approach. He grabbed my arms. Emily. I'm so sorry. I came like Mom said. But the door was already busted. I called 911. His confession landed like a slap, the whisper. The order. My brother as her pawn. Harris watched. Eyes narrowing. Your brother found it like this 40 minutes ago. I pulled away. Numb. One more thing, Harris added. They tried a key first, it failed. Then the crowbar. Metal shavings confirm it. The plumber from last week. His lingering stare. The unease that prompted my lock change 3 days ago. Not random. Targeted. Can I see? Harris nodded. Leading me up. The hallway stretched eternally. Tape crossing my door like a scar. Splintered wood. Bent frame. The violation hit like a physical blow. Inside. Everything looked pristine yet poisoned. Furniture untouched. Kitchen spotless. Laptop where I'd left it. But the mantle. Every photo, 6 frames of Noah and me, laid face down in precise alignment. Like a ritual. This was a message, I whispered to Harris. In my bedroom. The nightstand drawer gaped open. A white envelope atop it. Absent that morning. I opened it. One typed line. Tell your mother the truth always finds its way home. My knees buckled. I sank onto the bed. Harris's radio crackled. He stepped out. Returned grimmer. Suspect detained nearby. John Decker. Ex-maintenance for your building. Fired last month. Prints on your frames. And a $4,800 deposit yesterday from Margaret Hayes. Memo, repairs. The world tilted. Mom's whisper. The break-in. The photos of my son. The note. The money. She'd hired him to terrorize me. To reclaim something. To protect her secrets. But why Noah? The betrayal burrowed deep. Twisting years of suppressed hurt into a quiet fury. That night stretched into a void. Blanket wrapped on the couch. Staring at the envelope. The new deadbolt mocked my illusion of safety. Harris's words looped, the failed key. The bribe. Mom's name on Decker's bank records. What truth? My mind clawed backward. Landing on a sunlit Saturday 6 weeks prior. I'd gone to my parents' Beaverton home for Noah's old clothes while they were out dad golfing. Mom at the salon. The attic reeked of dust. Boxes labeled in Mom's sharp script. Amid holiday bins and Michael's old soccer trophies. A banker's box hid behind tax files, each investment's trust. My initials. Curiosity overrode caution. I lifted the lid. Deeds for properties I'd never seen. Cayman accounts in my name. Documents with my forged signature, perfect mimics. Hands shaking. I photographed every page. Replaced it all. Fled. A week later. Gnawing doubt pulled me back. I stole the whole folder. Hiding it in my closet under purses and shoes. Buried it in denial until now. At 4 a.m. Clarity struck like lightning. The break-in wasn't just intimidation, it was retrieval. They'd noticed the folder gone. Mom's repairs bribe to Decker, a desperate grab. My parents weren't just domineering, they were crooks, laundering through my identity, forging me into their shield. The fear ignited into rage. Hot and forging. They'd endangered Noah. I rose, steady, pulling the folder from its hideout. Its weight felt like power, now evidence, not burden. Dawn crept in. Blue-gray through blinds. I texted Mom, dinner. My place. 7 p.m. No excuses. Sent. Called Jessica. One more night with Noah? Sure. You okay? Handling old business. The day sharpened into purpose. I cleaned obsessively. Rearranged furniture for control. Angled my phone on the counter, audio recorder ready. Oregon's one-party consent law, my silent ally. No notice needed. At 7 sharp. Her knock, imperious. Through the peephole. Margaret in silk and gold. Entering like an inspector. You shouldn't have involved police, she said. Coat on. Eyes probing for cracks. I leaned on the counter. Recorder's red light pulsing unseen. You shouldn't have bribed Decker to invade my home. Her flicker of surprise, off script. It was for your dishwasher. Misunderstanding. The lie slithered out. For $1,800 for a dishwasher? Or the EH Trust forgeries? Her composure fractured. Knuckles white on her purse. How long? Long enough to know the fraud. The laundering through my name. She paced. Caged. Your father made bad investments. We protected assets, temporarily. It's identity theft, I countered. Family, she spat. Raw now. We funded your life. Your education. Noah's start. The guilt jab landed. But I held. Not your right to steal me. Her eyes turned feral. Give me the folder. Or I'll call CPS. Say you're unstable. This place unsafe. I'll destroy you. The threat. Venomous. Hun. Threatening me. Consequences. Emily. Choose wisely. I saw her then, not tyrant. But cornered animal. Fear in her gaze. She misinterpreted my silence as yield. Leaving a card, return the documents tomorrow. Slammed door. I stopped the recording. Replayed her confession, the bribe. Fraud. Threats. Crystal evidence. Peace settled. Cold and resolute. No more peacekeeping. This was war's end. I called Harris at 10:38 p.m. I have it all, documents. Recording of her admitting everything. Serious. Station. 8 a.m. Then Jessica. One more night. Yes. Keeping Noah safe. The night blurred into preparation. Folder. Photos. Envelope. Recording armor against their empire. Dawn found me dressed sharp. Mirror reflecting steel-eyed resolve. At the station. Harris led me to interrogation. Bare table. Recorder. I laid it out, attic discovery. Confrontation. Her voice damning from my phone. Airtight, he said. Fraud. Theft. Conspiracy. Threats. Statement given. He escorted me out, courageous. Case escalates now. Weeks later. Arrests quiet. Paperwork at their door. Scandal rippled. Papers whispered. Hayes investment fraud. Hearings shrunk Mom to a defendant. Eyes avoiding mine. Trial. Experts dissected forgeries. Payments. My testimony. Backed by recording. Unassailable. Lawyer painted me vengeful. Facts roared back. Leaving court. Reporter asked, testifying against family? Justice over blood. Truth's price is high. But silence costs more. 3 months on. Keller called. Dad pled to 2 years federal, Mom suspended year. 5 probation. No contact order. Michael's email, sorry. Blind too long. Unanswered, forgiveness bruised slow. Freedom's ordinary, repainted walls. New photos with Noah, his tooth fairy visit. My promotion. Our hikes. The Lock and Key Fund? My nonprofit now. Aiding family financial abuse victims. Noah, you're a hero. Mom. Today. His gold star story on the fridge, bravery against storms. Are we free? He asks. Crouching. Hugging, safe. Baby. That's freedom. I mail the last document to DA thunk into blue box. Ends here. Home. Key beside his paper, truth and innocence aligned. The silence? No longer oppressive. It's mine.